Next 18 days, Grand Rapids is the center of the art world. ArtPrize is back after a 2-year break.
The 2021 version of the event started at noon today. This is the 11th ArtPrize competition. The first one was held back in 2009.
And once again, the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum will be our home base for ArtPrize.
There are 15 exhibits you can see there. It's also where we find 13 on your side's Kirk Montgomery, who begins our ArtPrize coverage today. Hi, Kirk.
Hi, you guys. That's right. The day has finally arrived. ArtPrize 2021 is here. What a beautiful, gorgeous day in downtown Grand Rapids to do this for the next 2 weeks or so. And I want to show you, I want to break it down kind of by the numbers. This year, there are 882 entries from 958 artists with more than 140 venues, and 59 of those are outdoors. Now, as you said, this event's going to last 18 days through October 1st. And $250,000 total will be awarded out to some of the artists. Now, all of this happening in a 3 square mile area of downtown Grand Rapids, the area from roughly Leonard to the north, Wealthy to the south, Alpine to the west, and College to the east. Now, and as people start to arrive in downtown, because this is a huge deal for many area businesses and restaurants, the problem we're running into is this labor shortage we've been talking about on the news recently, and how some places actually may have to close during this time because they simply don't have enough staff. I want to bring in my colleague Brent Ashcroft, who is also in downtown Grand Rapids, to talk more about this potential problem and the timing of it all. Brent.
Hey Kirk, boy, you said it. I'll tell you what, we got down here to downtown around 11 o'clock this morning, and we were walking around trying to find some restaurants and venues that were open, and we weren't finding very many at all. Now, there were people walking around, milling around, checking out the art, but any business that could have been had at that point was not being had. One of the landmark restaurants here in downtown Grand Rapids has to close portions of 2 days a week during ArtPrize because they don't have enough staff. The owner of Sanchez says the next 3 weeks they won't be opening on Mondays and Tuesdays until 4 p.m. Normally they welcome customers at 9 a.m. daily.
We're doing our best that we can. We hope we survive. We want to be able to keep consumer confidence high, that people can still come out, enjoy good service, good food, and a friendly atmosphere. And we also are very cautious about our staff. A lot of people came back from COVID with a little bit more fear, a little bit less eager to work.
Now we should mention that Sanchez Restaurant will go back to normal hours once ArtPrize wraps up on Sunday, October 3rd. Now coming up at 6, we will check in on 2 different downtown venues. One of them has come up with a very creative way to keep its staffing up during this ArtPrize. So we'll send it back to Juliet and Val in the studio.
Thank you, Brent.
All right.
It's hard to imagine having better weather for the first day of ArtPrize, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, it was gorgeous today. Hopefully there will be more of the same for anyone headed downtown to Grand Rapids this night. Let's go live to Chief Meteorologist George Lessons for a check of the ArtPrize forecast.
This is my favorite time of year to come out to ArtPrize and mingle with the crowds, although at a socially safe distance. Let's check out your forecast for this evening. Nothing but sunshine, 74 degrees. We're looking at winds out of the south-southeast. Sun going down there at about 7:50 this evening. And there we go. We can see around the area, lots of sunshine and all up and down the lakeshore and right here in downtown Grand Rapids as well. And you can see looking north up toward downtown Grand Rapids out at the airport, looking good. We're at a very warm 78 degrees. Make sure you wear your sun protection as you're out and about this evening. 80 degrees over in Holland. As far as the lakeshore goes, we're looking at a good deal of sunshine. Just a few fair weather cumulus clouds throughout the day today. There'll be more clouds coming in overnight tomorrow night. That's out ahead of that next weather system that may bring us an overnight shower while you're sleeping here tomorrow night. Otherwise, it's going to be a dry weekend. Temperatures are warming up. We're 78 today, warmer than yesterday. And look at those 80s to our south. We're going to be up into the mid-80s here during the day tomorrow. Around the area, we're looking at readings generally in the low and mid-70s north to around 80 in Holland and down in Kalamazoo. Tonight will be warmer than last night, down to 59. Lots of sunshine and 85 here tomorrow. A little cooler on Saturday after those overnight showers will be done by the time you wake up on Saturday morning. 80 on Sunday. Both of those days will be great. Now, early next week, a little more humidity coming in. We've moved the showers now up into Monday afternoon through Tuesday, and there is a possible big pattern change coming up later on next week, and we'll talk about that in the 10-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Well, even if it's not your first time checking out ArtPrize, there is still so much to see. That's why the 13 on Your Side digital team created a guide to walk you through it all. At 13onyourside.com, you'll find an interactive map that can help you find your favorite venues. There's also 3 suggested routes to make the most of your trip downtown. And if you're thirsty, we have a guide to all the refreshment zones within the ArtPrize boundaries. You'll find it all at 13onyourside.com.